Hello there everyone, welcome back to the Two Stroke Turbo channel. My name's Mark and this is my shop dog Stella. And if you'll notice here, Stella's leg has been shaved. She was in the hospital yesterday. She got a foxtail in her ear, which I don't know if you're familiar with what a foxtail is. I'll tell you what, it was $600 to get that out of her ear. Looks like a Sputnik, like a satellite. And it was right in her ear, down towards her eardrum, and poor thing was walking in circles and had her head tilted. It was a terrible thing. Anyhow, Stella is back in the shop. I'm back in the shop, and I've got a special surprise for you today. As you may or may not know, you just gonna lay there in front of everybody, Stella? Okay. Stella is the shop mascot, as you guys know. Some of you tune in just to watch her, but really you tune in because this is the best automotive content on YouTube, and I don't know where else you'd get this content. So hopefully you're subscribed and you get a video that I publish almost every day. So what do we got going on? We've got a couple things going on here. This is a repeat car. It's my car. I actually gave this car away recently to a good friend of ours who was a school teacher that needed it for the year. This car was crashed, like bad. I'll see if I can find a picture, but it was smashed all the way up to about here. Took out the air conditioning, took out the radiator, took out the front mounts, the whole radiator core support I replaced. Did not take out the airbags, and that's actually the one thing that saved this car. It is a 1994 Honda Accord LX, but it has the optional disc brakes in the rear, which is a really strange option. I don't know who ordered that, but that was an added option to have ABS and disc brakes in the rear 94. That was not common. It is a cloth interior car, and it came with the Honda pinstripe from back in the day. It's Stella, what are you thinking? You want to go for a ride? Got you all fired up. So I fixed the car up. I put this butterscotch paint job on the top, and I put stars in the paint. If you look very closely, there's subtle stars in the House of Color paint. It's very pearly, it's very pretty. It doesn't quite match the champagne, but the reason I did that is our school teacher friend, if you recall back in when you went to grade school, if you're as old as me, you would get a star on your assignments. You'd get a gold star if you did a good job. You'd get a green star if you turned in the work. You get a red star if you didn't do the work, and a gold star, again, was premium. So I decided to do a reverse paint job. This is the car color, so I painted the stars that color, and this is leftover paint, I think, from one of my other projects. And the House of Color, I just only had a quart, so I had to do the top, and anyway, it's what it is. It came out pretty well. Doesn't match. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's been a great car. It is a 5-speed car. And Stella is growling. Why are you growling, Stella? Is there a coon out there? Probably is. That's unusual for her to growl. So she borrowed it for a year. And there's been a couple of things. One is this. The original key snapped off in the trunk. Right there. I just fished that out. So I fixed that. It had a burnt out brake light. And on the last day of school, the very last day of school, before she wanted to return the car to us and she wanted to go to Europe for the summer, the truck sideswiped our star car. Did a lot of damage, but not too much. The door still works, doesn't hit the fender. But you can see the truck left tread marks all over the side of the car. It's a bummer. Lost that piece of trim and ruined the door. This is the door bar, the crash bar. It's down to the crash bar. So she was very lucky. Knocked the mirror off, which was all decorated. And this was on the top deck of the Markham Bridge in Portland, Oregon during rush hour traffic on the last day of school. So it was either she let the guy hit her, or if she tried to pull over, she would go through a Jersey barrier and fall 200 feet to her death in the river below. So she chose to just get smashed, and that's fine. So I worked it out with the guy privately, got insurance. He paid for the damages. I don't know what to value the car or the damages, but I got some money. I can fix it. And right now I'm going to try to buff the door, get the tire marks off the car, and see if I can recycle this car, give it to somebody else, maybe a student. I don't know if I'm going to repaint that. I might. I should get a used door and repaint it. But for now, I just want to buff it. And the car is insured. It's driving well. It has some upgrades like a 3-row radiator. Let me pop the hood for you. It has an Optima battery. It smells good. It runs good. It drives perfectly. So where's my hood release? Way down there. Okay. I'm going to set this little key part that I just got out of the trunk right there. And let's look under the hood here. Okay. So it is a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine. I've done a few performance upgrades to it. I've changed the timing curve and I put a dual exhaust muffler on it and a 3-core aluminum radiator that barely fits. Like the fans are right up against the engine. A super nice battery. It's been super reliable. It's been a great car, but I don't know how much longer or what we're going to do with it. I'm probably going to take the insurance off and figure out a new home, see if I can replace this door and just have it as a spare. But I don't want it to sit around too much because tires rot, rubber rots. It's a great car. It's a fantastic car. The tags are still good for another 18 months. And Stella is sure there's a coyote outside that door because she's growling. That's funny. Anyhow, that's what's going on with the Star car. Thanks for checking in. And we'll see if we can make this thing live a little longer. It's a fantastic car for somebody. And if you know somebody, let me know. Post down in the comments. Otherwise, it's probably just going to sit here and or I'll find a student or somebody who would like to have it or buy it or something. We'll make good use of it. But thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. And thanks for your concern about the Star car and Stella. I really appreciate that. Love you guys. We'll see you on the next video. Okay, so we just spent some time with the buffer and we got the door to look a lot better. I can't do much about the trim strip being black, but I got all the black marks out of here. It's polished and clean. And here is the mirror. I don't know if I can figure out how to get that back on there. I spent a lot of time painting those mirrors, making them for the Star car, but I think I'm gonna have to get a new one. That's broken. So we'll do that. And I don't know, I guess we need a new door, but for now, it is what it is. Thanks for watching.